Can you explain to our listeners exactly like what Asperger's is, and is it still a thing? Is it on the spectrum? Is it still a term that's used today?
Well, so Asperger's syndrome, that's a diagnosis that came about because of the work of Hans Asperger, who was working during the 1940s in Nazi Germany. He was doing work around the same time as Leo Kanner. These were all separate diagnoses in the DSM, autism, Asperger syndrome, Rett syndrome, pervasive developmental disorder, and then they've all been subsumed now under the heading of autism. But just there's the different levels: autism level 1, autism level 2, autism level 3. It's not a clinical diagnosis anymore officially, but it's a complicated thing because there are some people who feel like their identity is based around that diagnosis. Yes. And unfortunately, there are some people who partake in what we would call Aspie supremacy, where they feel that having that diagnosis sets them apart, makes them better than individuals diagnosed with more classic autism, considering. For myself, I used to distance myself from the diagnosis as a teenager. I always said that there was Autism Amy and there was Amy. And everything that was wrong in my life was because of Autism Amy. And if I didn't have that, I'd be fine. And I knew what people thought of when they heard the word autism. I knew the image that was in people's heads. They thought of Rain Man, which was kind of the predominant stereotype. Mm-hmm. And again, that's a white male. That's one very specific presentation of autism and that excludes a lot of people, that causes women to be misdiagnosed and underdiagnosed, that causes people of color to be misdiagnosed and underdiagnosed, other minority populations that have not had access to diagnoses. I had such internalized ableism myself that I had to get past. It took a very long time as part of my journey.